Greetings friends, my name is John Gabriel and this is the new Calculus channel. So today I'm going to be doing a special video on all the previous limit videos that I've produced. In other words, on the theory of limits and its many flaws. And I'm going to give you a very detailed very detailed YouTube section on all those links, all the articles, and everything else. And this is a special video because I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which I never imagined, because my channel is all against the mainstream, and it exposes the flaws of mainstream mathematics and explains the first rigorous formulation of calculus, which is the new calculus. So, excuse me, I'm going to talk a little bit about one or two of those links, and then try to keep this video as short as possible, and then I'm going to leave it at that. So let's begin. Now, quite a long time ago, I showed in this video here, called the new limit theorem for mainstream calculus, I showed how you can use this theorem of mine to prove only once that a limit in geometry exists for the function, and then you never have to prove it again for any other functions. And I gave you a very nice applet here where you could just type the name of any function and watch it work exactly the same way for every function. So you would move the green point towards the red point, and you would watch the area of the circle reduce completely to 0 once they coincide. But as you move away, the area just increases indefinitely. So, and there is a link to this applet here, and there will be also in the new video. And this was quite important when I first started trying to correct mainstream academics and their folly. And at first it was just plainly rejected, but now a lot of them have come to see that there are a bunch of morons sitting there playing with inequalities, proving for hours, or trying to prove for hours limits that either exist or don't exist. Whereas this theorem proves you only need to do it once, because it's a general theorem, and then it applies to all functions, all smooth functions. So that was the first one. Then after a while I showed mainstream academics that it's easy just to use my inverse function method, which proves clearly that epsilon and delta have a relationship between them. Now, this is much simpler than using inequalities, because in this method you do not use any inequalities, and you find the limits precisely, not in many cases imprecisely, as they do in the mainstream calculus. So nothing is left to choice. You don't get to choose anything. You don't get to play your epsilon delta game, and you're able to find all the relationships and to use the inverse method for any function where you need to prove that a limit exists, or contrary to that it doesn't exist. So this is very easy because it's systematic, and it shows you how to get to the answer in a routine, regular way, so that you don't have to bother yourself with all the mistakes in the inequalities. It's very easy to make mistakes in inequalities. I've taught AP calculus and IB mathematics, and I know for a fact that students make many mistakes with inequalities. So anyway, that was also rejected by the fools in the mainstream. But finally, the nail in their coffin was the new geometric theorem, which I discovered in January. Okay, and it's also described in this video, and you'll see links to this video also in the details section of this latest video. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm really surprised that I'm close to 1,000 subscribers, one short of 1,000, which means that if I'm able later, I will be able to live stream videos. That might be something worth looking into. So, without rambling on and on and on, I wish you happy holidays and hope that you all stay safe, and we'll chat again soon in another video. Till next time, I'm John Gabriel, and this is a New Calculus channel. Goodbye, friends.